Good evening, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Chronicles for live stream number 5 as we continue to finish off China before moving on to India. I'm really looking forward to doing India as well. Good evening, I hope you're well. This week has been a bit up and down with live streams. We started the week really well, and then apologies for Tuesday night, we lost access to the PlayStation Network. There was an issue with, from what I'm aware, the PlayStation Store update. When it added a lot of the Assassin's Creed games and stuff to the store, there was an issue with the network, and I couldn't access it, unfortunately. So we lost Tuesday night's stream. And then obviously Wednesday was physio, Thursday, yesterday was a wedding, and this is why we're live today. We've decided to put in an extra stream this week to make up for the days we've missed. Also, school holidays is also an issue for us at the minute, so yeah, this was a bonus one. We were planning to do it. I'm trying to still keep up with everything we're doing, which obviously is going to be harder during the school holidays, but we're going to try and make up for that in the evenings, hopefully. I know they're shorter streams, but that's the best we can do. There is still daily content on the channel as well. I've somehow managed to get myself ahead enough to keep it going for the time being. I don't know if I'll manage the full holidays, but we'll see. And there will be a week where we have normal streams because my boy's going to his grandparents for the week, so there will be a bit of normality. So we're live this evening for 2 hours with Assassin's Creed Chronicles. We're also live tomorrow night for the subscriber special, as you guys control the choices in Detroit Become Human. That is tomorrow evening. And then the schedule for next week goes out on Sunday. So lots coming up on the channel. But I hope you've all had a good week. It's always weird when I can't stream for different reasons, but it's always weird. Like, I find it, I miss it. It's something I never wanted to do in the first place. Like, before the accident, I'd never even thought about streaming. I'd made the odd video on GT Sport, and that was about it. But I'd never ever thought about streaming. And now when I can't do it, I actually miss it. It's really weird. But yeah. I haven't actually looked at the vote on Discord to see the next game. It was Ghost of Tsushima winning, but I haven't looked for a few days. So I should really have a look, shouldn't I? So I'm still trying to do the YouTube side of things. But my thinking is with Chronicles this evening, we'll probably finish China. I think we had one mission left anyway. I think that was the general gist when we finished the last time on Chronicles. We were about, I think, one mission away. The story seemed to be ending. We seemed to have got our vengeance. Or Xiao Zhan had got our vengeance anyway. So we were close to that, I would have said. Good evening, Hi Dusk. How are you? Thanks for the like, much appreciated. But yeah, let me just check the sound, and then I'll have a quick check on what's winning the next game. Let me just check the sound. Sounds fine. Then I'll have a quick... Right. So let's have a quick look at what's winning the thing. I've got a list of the poll we did in stream on Tuesday morning. So what I will do is tomorrow evening for the subscriber special, I'll put the vote back up in the chat as well tomorrow evening stream. I think that's the easiest way. So Ghost of Tsushima is still winning, which is kind of what I expected, to be fair. It's the way it was going. We kind of expected that, to be honest. Right, so Chronicles tonight. I'm not doing any tweeting or advertising tonight. We're just going to crack on. I've got a feeling we'll finish China, move on to India. That's my thinking. So let's have a look where we are with the story with China. Whether we go back and do the platinum, I haven't even looked at trophies still. So that might be something we have to look at once we're done all 3, maybe. We'll have a look and think. We'll have a closer look when we're all done with all of them. I think that's the best way of doing it.
Your actions here have only delayed the inevitable. Slowing these savages will have only angered them. They will see this as a betrayal and launch a full-scale assault.
They will not reach my land. The wall will hold them back.
Your land. You think your successes matter? China is just a piece of the prize. We will rule the world. And the box you so kindly presented us will be yet another tool to achieve a time of peace.
Peace? You think you're a hero now? I don't want your world, your control. Give me the box, and your death will be fast.
Your box is lost, assassin. Already out of China, in the safe hands of my fellow Templars.
Then another assassin will find the box. That will be their destiny. Mine lies here with you.
So this was kind of why we believed was at the end of China and Xiao Zheng's story. So this is vengeance, not 1532 at the Great Wall of China. Xiao Zheng's actions have stopped Zhang Yong's plans, but also angered Altan Khan and the Mongolians, who have now launched a full-scale assault on the Great Wall. Within all the destructive carnage, Xiao Zheng must hunt Zhang Wang down and finally put an end to his and the Templars' reign of China. If we can do this within 8 minutes, we get an upgrade where we instantly break wooden shields. That's quite a big upgrade. I don't know what we need to achieve within that 8 minutes though. I'm expecting to die a few times. That's generally a given, isn't it? Let's give it a go and see what happens. Oh, we've got a database entry. Zhang Yong. High health, high damage, fast attack speed, fast detection. Counters standard attacks to front and rear. That's a pain. Okay. Counters heavy attacks to the front. Revenge attack. Cannot be jumped or slide assassinated. Zhang Yong, 1470 to 1532, was a Templar and a member of the group Eunuchs known as the Tigers. After years of Lin Jin's right-hand man, he was initiated as a Templar and started working for them instead of simply for himself. The other men recruited in the Tigers' coterie were all selected by him and Templars. Zhang Yong had to get rid of Li Jin to take control of the empire. He did so by betraying his master. He planted incriminating information about an assassination attempt against the emperor. This successfully had Li Jin condemned and executed. After this major success, Yang Yong was free to plot in the imperial court, and when Emperor Zhang Di died, it was his time of glory. Not only did he use the panic of the interim to cleanse the Forbidden City and even Beijing from opponents and assassins, but he succeeded in putting Jiajing on the throne, knowing that the man would gladly delegate the real power to men like him, rather than taking care of them himself. After his troubled period, Zhang Yong retired and pulled the strings of power from the shadows, manipulating men like Yan Zong while they remained concealed and far from suspicion. Master of the sword and protected by his men, Zhang Yong is best singled out before attacking. Thank you for the like, well, much appreciated. So this is why we believe this was the final level. There may be one or two after, I'm not sure, but this is the man we've been chasing the whole time, the person in charge, the person who's been pulling the strings from the shadows. This is the person we're after. I'm expecting this to be difficult.
Nowhere to run.
Whoa! The Mongols are also attacking, which is obviously causing an issue as well. And there is a timer. If we can get this in under 8 minutes, we do get an upgrade. So that tells me that it's quite a fast level to try and do. Up. All that falls. My favourite assassination, that is the slide one. I love the slide assassination. So I will pause it while I say hello. Good evening, Kathy. How are you? You still have the heat wave going on. Well, it's not as bad as it was, no. It's calmed down quite a lot. It's still very muggy, you know, that kind of moist heat, which is really weird and horrible. But yeah, it's definitely calmed down compared to what it was, to be fair. I'm glad you're good. I tell you, yeah, so you've still got the heat wave then. That's not good. No, yeah, ours has calmed down quite a bit. I think we're still like mid to late 20s to early 30s kind of temperature range. Considering when we had the really bad heat wave the other day, it was at 40. So it's dropped quite a bit. The evenings are still horrible though, to be fair. Well, if we're missing shards and things, it's just one of those things, I think. If we're trying to try and do this under 8 minutes, I think try and get the time would be the best thing. You're in the hundreds still. Oh wow. I know, obviously I know that's Fahrenheit, hours centigrade, but that's high. That's bad. When is yours meant to end? Do they know a rough time when it's going to stop? Or you just got it for the next few weeks? Jump very early there. Jump very late. No, she made it. I was surprised he made that, to be fair. Right, flames are coming here. We've got to go quick. We're up and over. Keep running. Keep running. Got to get away from flames as quickly as possible. To be fair, as a character, I'm really enjoying Zhejiang. Okay, we don't really know as much detail of her life as we have with other assassins because of the games and the way they're done compared to this one, but I really feel we've got... I couldn't slide in time. We've got to know her quite a bit, to be fair. And I like her story, to be honest. Good evening, Cass. How are you? Another 5 days or so. Oh, wow. 9 hours of work and then 6 hours of chores. Finally free. India is next, and then Russia. Yeah, absolutely. We think we're going to be hitting India tonight. I don't think there's much left of China to do, so we should be on that pretty soon. Zhejiang. You know my pronunciation's wrong. Yeah, Zhejiang is how I say it. Okay, so we failed that section mainly because I wasn't quick enough to slide kill. Because of the fire coming after us. There we go, we did that time. That is definitely my favourite assassination. This is meant to be a speed level. You've got 8 minutes to do this level. Quite a good upgrade if we can manage it. Are we going... I think we're going across, aren't we now? Desynchronized. Too slow going across there. I didn't think we could go any quicker, to be honest, but obviously we can. Just pause it a second. My eyes are watering. I can't see enough. Oh. I must admit it was quite nice getting out and seeing my vast family yesterday at the wedding. None of them have seen me since the accident, because obviously I can't travel that far. So it's quite nice seeing a lot of them yesterday. Let's try this again, shall we? I will say the speed levels, like this one, are really difficult. Like, you've really got to focus on the level, what you've got to try and achieve, to have any hope of really succeeding, I find. But then I've always been one of those people, if there's a timer, I hate it. Because I feel like I'm always struggling against a timer. I much prefer no timers and just a level to beat. Remember, we can't kill this guy, because this guy will defend us from every angle. Keep running, Zhejiang. Oh, there's a shard down there. Can I go down for the shard? I think I've got time. Fire wasn't really moving, so I kind of assumed we had time to grab the shard there. Okay, this could be an issue. Oh. Yeah, you're dead. We'll catch up on chat in a second. I just know the fire is now spreading, so trying to focus and not die. Run, 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 run. Have I jumped too far? I didn't know if we needed to jump, and I didn't want the fire to get to us before I jumped. That was the downside there. There's always that risk. If you don't jump quick enough, you're obviously going to die. But I could have actually avoided that. I had time, which I didn't think I had. So we need to slide down the pole, because we're going to swing across. will say, considering obviously graphically it's not the same as the other Assassin's Creed games, by quite a way. Some of the set pieces, like the fireballs just then when the cannon fires hitting the bridge and things, are pretty well done. Okay, there is a guy there. I'm assuming there's a shard up there would be my assumption. Because there was a house there we could have gone into. Why have I got this wrong and the shard is actually in the house? Okay, I may have missed the shard because I think there was a shard in the house. There's a shard there though. They've closed the gate as well.
A little distraction could help me here.
Gate's open. That's a distraction we needed. Find a route up to Zhangyong. Right. We climb up here, I think I can jump into the hay. I may have missed the shard by not going up here instead of in the building we had, to be fair. Right, I can't assassinate him, can I? Or can I whistle? I can. Sit down. You can skip all of Elden Ring and fight the final 3 bosses to get the quickest ending. How do you do... Really? There is actually a way to do that, is there? Wow. Hang on. So I've just... So there's a way up there, but I can go down and across here. Let's go this way. I don't know... I wasn't expecting to be able to go this way, but it looks like we can. Oh, we can actually fire the cannon. That's quite cool. We got to fire the cannon there. And if we go up, there's another cannon up here as well that we can use. I wasn't expecting to be able to fire the cannons ourselves. So there's a quick way of finishing the game though. That does take the fun out of it a little bit, doesn't it? I don't think shouting incoming when there's a cannonball heading towards you is really going to make too much difference, is it? Right, is there anything this way? I think there's one shard bit we've missed. It could have been in the building. We didn't go in on the way to this point. But if it is, it's kind of too late really to grab it now. Right, we'll get this guy out. I think there is another guard up here we've got to think about. No? Oh, he's up here. There he is. Zhangyong. The one guy I've been after this whole time. I think we missed a shard. But other than that, I think that was okay. Trophy achieved. The Assassin's Return.
Is it as you'd hoped?
Do not flatter yourself, Zhangyong. You had to die for China to have hope again. I started this journey for vengeance, but I've understood now that it's pointless. I have found a better goal to pursue.
And what is that?
The future. A new tomorrow for China and its people. I will undo all that you have done. I will rebuild the Brotherhood and recruit those who wish to make our land a place of freedom. Those ready to die to fight men like you. Your Templar world will not happen. The assassins will rise again.
That's what made me think immediately that this was the final bit. Oh, we did it. We didn't get the best time. We got second best time, 7 minutes and 4, which gives us the instantly break wooden shield upgrade. We did miss an Anima Shard, which I assumed we had. Elden Ring has a lot of skips, but you won't know what they are unless you've looked things up or beaten the main story already and learned about locations. Okay. Well, you know I don't look things up, to be fair. It would be a teleport sending you to a completely unknown location. Central location at the midpoint of the game or even the end game. Oh, wow. Yeah, the only real thing I know, I've obviously seen a few bosses and stuff. because I've jumped in on a few of Keller's streams, so I'm either just playing up. The only other thing I really know is the first boss. I know that he is beatable, and if you do so, you get some really nice weapons. But very few people beat the first boss at the start of the game. That's about all I really know. Right, Xiao Zhan has killed the guy she wanted to. She's pledged to rebuild the assassins within China and rid them of the Templars. Laser upgrade. Xiao Zhan can now destroy wooden shields with a single heavy attack. I'm assuming that's more for redoing levels to get mission shards. I don't know if we're going to go for the platinum. I still don't know trophy wise. I believe the trilogy individually. It makes no sense, does it? The China, India, Russia individually, there is no individual platinums. The trilogy, if you buy them together, does have a platinum. But again, I don't know what all the trophies are without looking, and I'm kind of waiting. So we'll figure that out later on, I think. Helix kill. When the Helix 1 is full, block an attack and press L2 and R2 at the same time to engage Helix kill mode. When the enemy is in range, press square or try and deal a critical blow. Oh, nice. So that's probably a criticism that I've got with this. The Helix bar was something you filled up by grabbing the blue DNA strands. And it was to enable you to go from one hiding place to another whilst being invisible. And although we activated it a couple of times to use it, we didn't really use it to its full purpose. So actually being able to use it to do a kill would make a lot more sense. I like that idea, to be fair. You can also overlevel an easy kill the very first boss. When I say the first boss though, I mean the one you first load into before you've even done anything else in the game. So you can't overlevel before you started, can you? It's only something that I was reading about, that the first boss isn't... The first boss is the first thing you face when you first enter the game. New Game Plus, you play the game, but with all the abilities and upgrades you obtained during normal mode available from the beginning in New Game Plus. Your level score is also multiplied by 2, so you can easily obtain the upgrades you missed and acquire the New Game Plus exclusive ones. I don't normally do New Game Plus because of the story, but we could probably try and finish the levels we didn't grab everything on, maybe. Depending on trophies, we'll have a look another time. Max level Elden Ring 713, well level 100, you can beat the whole game during your first playthrough. Yeah, I don't generally play New Game Plus, do I? That's the thing. Like I said, we are going to be doing Elden Ring at some point, but it's way down on my list at this point. I think there's more people want other things like Ghost of Tsushima and stuff first. And I can't... I need to say this, but without making it sound bad. I don't know how I can do that. Yeah, I can't risk spending money on games currently, if that makes sense. I'm still waiting for the insurance stuff to sort things out. So because of that, unless Elden Ring goes free to play on PlayStation Platinum, I won't be getting it for a while. Let's put it that way. The tutorial boss is scripted. You can beat her, but you definitely lose because most people aren't experienced to Soulspawn game. No, that's true. Yes, there's very few people have beaten the first boss, I believe. But I saw something about you get a decent shield and armor or something, or sword, or... Yeah, I didn't look into it that much. I don't like reading up on games. I plan to play at some point. And New Game... So we've got New Game Plus on China, but you've also got New Game Plus Hard. You only have a single health bar, and enemies react much faster, really. Existing abilities and upgrades are carried over, and your score level is still multiplied by 2. There were some sections where the enemies were tough anyway. Imagine now if they spot you quicker and you've only got 1 health bar. It was bad enough dying when we had 2. That is definitely going to be a challenge if we decide to do it. Right. And there we have it. That is the end credit scene for China. We did think there was only 1 left, and the last time we ran out of time. Felt like a spell, wouldn't it? We thought we was right at the end last time. We weren't 100% sure. I think we now know. You actually find a teleport sends you back to Tour Boss, and you can get your revenge. Oh, really? Oh, wow, that's quite cool. I like that. Obviously, I can exit. I'm assuming there's no downside to me exiting. End credits for China. So this is the China menu still. So what I want to check, that Animus database is done, that's fine. What I wanted to see, if I load memory, statistics. Right, so you can look at each memory on its own and replay them if you need. So like the first memory, we missed one shard. Wrong button. I was hoping that would show us. Oh, can I not? Sorry, I was just trying to see if I could look at statistics. I'll have to literally back out to go back in to have a look. So that one, we got everything on that one. So that doesn't really matter as much. So yeah, I think we might have a look back, depend on trophies, and go back and have a look at stuff. And try and collect the shards and things we didn't get. The shards actually all have a little story behind them. They're part of Zhejian's memories and things. So that'll be interesting. But I believe it's time to begin India then. As I say, China, it's a nice introduction to the trilogy. It's definitely got its moments of difficulty. You do die very quickly and easily, as we found. It took a little bit of time to get used to controls, but I actually liked Zhejian's story in the end. Her reasoning for what she was doing made complete sense. And obviously the link to Ezio Auditore was really good as well. And that story held true to Assassin's Creed 2. Which is, well, the end of Assassin's Creed 2's trilogy, to be fair. So yeah, I liked how that linked really well. So we've met Zhejian. We have finished her story. Now it's time to look at India. I don't know who the assassin is in India. I'm interested with this one. These are places, obviously, we've not been in Assassin's Creed previously, so it's quite nice to see new places. This one has something different. I've just noticed it there. Challenge rooms. Okay. Challenge rooms are a new thing. We didn't have this in China. I don't know too much what they mean at this point, but there's contracts, there's collect and assassinations. So that'll be something to have a look at, I suppose, once we're done. Abbas Mir, the father or grandfather of Henry Green. Oh, really? Is that who we're going to play? Oh, that's cool. Especially since we're doing Syndicate at the minute. Oh, that is really cool. Okay. I'm assuming there's no Animus database entries yet, because obviously there is. People. There we go. We can actually read about the character we're about to play before we start, which would be a bonus. We get a bit of backstory. And Cass is right. Abbas Mir. He was a Kashmiri member of the Indian Brotherhood of Assassins during the 19th century. Firstly, before I go any further, Cass, if I say anything and pronounce anything incorrectly, I apologise massively in advance. Just in case, because I'm probably going to make the sound silly at some of these. But we shall see. Abbas Mir was born in the beginning of the 19th century, though his exact date and place of birth are unknown, due to the conquest of Kashmir by Maharaja Ranjit Singh in 1819. During this event, Abbas lost his family and became a thief kid. Then he met Hamid, the master assassin who took him under protection and eventually emerged as his mentor. Years later, Abbas, an assassin in his own right, started working with Hamid, which led to the theft of the Koh-i-Noor diamond from the Maharaja himself. During this mission, Abbas faced Templar agents planning to assassinate Ranjit Singh and was unable to stop them before they did, but he did manage to reclaim the diamond and to make the acquaintance with Princess Pyara Kaur. Again, apologies. Some of that Maharaja and stuff, I know them words. The princess's name, I've got no idea how you meant to say that. No worries, you're Indian, but I still pronounce it in your first language. That was me on the edge. Or should I say history? Why? Okay. I take you know more about that than I do then, obviously, Cass. Due to the conquest. Yeah, I'm not too sure how to pronounce the princess's name, to be fair. But let us begin the India story then and see how different this is to China. I'm kind of hoping it's the same, but also with its own differences. Let's find out. I'm looking forward to story. I just like a good story, and I like it that it makes sense. Okay. Amritsar, India, 1841. Arbaz Mir had stolen the Kohinoor diamond from the Maharaja's palace under the Templars' noses. Arbaz's mentor, Hamid, thinks the diamond is a powerful piece of Eden, but Arbaz is more interested in the beautiful Princess Pyara. Her grandfather, Maharaja Ranjit Singh, was killed by the Templar agent Francis Cotton, and the region is in turmoil. British troops are strengthening their influence in the region under the command of Templar agents infiltrated within the East Indian Company. Events recently worsened with the passing of Ranjit's son and successor, Karag. The court is preparing to crown his other son, Tulip, when Arbaz decides to take the risk of sneaking into the Amritsar Summer Palace. Okay, we're sneaking into a palace. It's always a good way to start, isn't it?
Security's tight today. Someone must have noticed my visits. I don't need weapons to knock out a few guards, but better not give them a reason to shoot me. There it is. Now to reach it. Unarmed and in areas I shouldn't be, full of palace guards. This is going to be fun.
Okay. If you put it short, Kashmir is in India, but also the birthplace of a lot of people anti-Indian in modern day. So it's a controversial place. Oh, really? I never knew that. I must admit, in history, when I was at school, we never did much about India at all. Obviously, I knew a little bit about the East Indian Trading Company. But other than that, I don't know much more, to be honest. What did you think? What do you think to the accent of the guy who we're playing, Cass? I'm curious. Obviously, I've known people from India, and I know their accents to a degree. And I'm rubbish at accents, so I won't be pretending to try. But yeah, I'm just curious to what you think. The Assassin's Heart, 1841, Amritsar Summer Palace. On the edges of the Amritsar Summer Palace stands Arbaz Mir, a skilled and deadly assassin. Its mission is different though. There are no Templars to deal with. Only innocent guards who, under the Assassin's mantra, cannot be harmed. Arbaz must rely on all his training and skills to gain entry to the palace and move through its grounds without being detected. Deep within the palace walls lies Arbaz's goal, Princess Pyara Kaur's personal chambers. So, we cannot kill innocent guards. That's going to be interesting. Fake accent, but it's fine. Okay. So no killing people by the looks of this. If we get 2,500 points increased health, 3,750 is carry bodies faster. We ignore the plus game mode upgrade. And we have a secondary objective of pickpocket loot the free jewels from the guards. Okay. This is going to be trickier, I think, than China's start. Mainly because we can't kill people. I'm assuming we can knock them out. Good evening, Godkey. How are you? You just missed the end of Chronicles China. We're just beginning the Indian Chronicles. So yeah, without being able to kill people, it does take some options away, doesn't it? So we've got to rely on all our training to gain entry. Oh, for those that are interested as well, if you've heard of it, it's been everywhere, to be fair. YouTube's full of it. There's a game out called Stray that released last week for PlayStation Plus for free on day of release. I've played it. I've recorded it. I'm denied about putting it out this week over the course of the week when I've not been able to stream and stuff. And then I thought, no, because YouTube's full of it. So I didn't. But next week, to make up for the morning streams, we're going to have 5 episodes of that next week in the mornings. And if you haven't seen it, it's actually a really interesting chilled out game. So it's probably worth a go, to be fair. I'm not bad, thank you, Goggy. Not bad at all. How was the end? Yeah, it was good. I liked the ending. I liked how it kind of summed up the story pretty well. Xiao Zhan got her vengeance and she promised to take back China and make the assassins whole again. That sounds really bad way of saying it, but that's kind of the gist. Stray was the cat game, yes. So I played it, recorded. I've not finished it. But once we've finished it, I plan on doing an evening stream, so a 2-hour stream to do the speedrun trophy. There is a speedrun trophy in Stray. You've got to complete the whole game in under 2 hours. So once the episodes are done, and you know, I'm not expecting views off them because it's all over. Everyone's done it. Everyone has done Stray to death over YouTube and on any social media, to be fair. I've seen it everywhere. But the bit that interests me, I've never been someone to speedrun anything. So I'm interested in doing the speed run, but we'll do it once all the episodes are done. I've tried to keep them about half an hour episodes. It's not a long game. It's very interesting. If you've got PlayStation Plus, Extra or Platinum, definitely worth a look. It's quite a chilled game. Right, let's begin with India, shall we? Hold left or right to walk. We kind of know how to walk, to be fair. You may be there because you plan on trying it. Like I say, I would, if you haven't tried it, Godkey, I suggest it. It is one of the most chilled out games I've played in a very long time. It's just relaxing. There are some tense moments, but yeah, it's a nice, feel good kind of indie game, to be fair, and it's not massively long. That's the thing. So this is Amritsar, which is where we are at the minute. Situated in the northwestern part of India in the Punjabi state, Amritsar is the spiritual centre of the Sikh community. The city owes its name to the sacred lake constructed in 1574 by Ram Das, the fourth-ranked guru in Sikhism. In 1588, his successor Guru Arjan ordered the construction of a sacred place at the same location where Guru Nanak was the very first guru would go to meditate. The Harmandir Sahib, commonly known as the Golden Temple, was completed in 1604. Guru Arjan had the manuscript of his commandments installed there. His writings today are the basis of the Sikh faith, which considered this book as the words of its last living guru. In 1801, Ranjit Singh was crowned Maharaja of Punjab, subsequently creating the Sikh Empire. During his reign, Amritsar became the region's capital. I will see you play and see if you want to play. Yeah, the first episode will be on Monday morning. My Monday morning, so it might be evening for you, Goki. But my thinking was, because I can't stream at all next week in the morning because it's summer holidays, it's just something to fill that gap more than anything else. You're Punjabi, by the way, not from there, not your birthplace on Main Sea. Okay, if it does mention where you're from, Cass, let me know because I'm curious. Right, I'm nervous about this mainly because it's treating us like we've never played before, which I think it's because that's different. Press circle when we hit the ground to perform a roll. We couldn't do that in China, so that's a little bit different. A reason I think this is teaching you how to play all over again after China is because you can still do it. You can buy the games individually. I think that's why it's kind of teaching you and holding your hand a little bit at the start. Maharaja basically means great king, but I think the British think Maharaja means VIP. Yeah, I would have said that actually, Cass. Yeah, I completely agree with that. I think the British would say that. Not necessarily VIP, but maybe a superior of sorts. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm tempted. I've not played any of the Final Fantasies in years, and we've got enough episodes on the go. The Mail My Rise is going to be finishing soon. There's an episode coming up very shortly, the next week or so, that will explain why we're finishing it soon. So I do need something to fill that gap. So I'm definitely thinking of Final Fantasy VII, or any of the Final Fantasies maybe. So they won't be live streamed, they'll be episodic. It's kind of my thinking. I've not played Final Fantasy in years. I'd love to go see how far. There's quite a few of them on the PlayStation Platinum for free, so it'd be quite nice to go back as far as we can and go through them all. That'd be quite cool. It's definitely on my radar at this point. So it's X to Vault. Again, this is very similar buttons to what we already know from China. The only difference is obviously the roll at the end that we couldn't do in China. Right, we've got a database entry on the Sikh Guard. Medium health, low to medium damage. Speed is slow, that helps. Attacks is slow. Will block frontal standard attacks and has a revenge attack. A basic melee enemy armed with a blade. Whilst not deadly when encountered individually, they present a real danger when in great numbers. So that is a carbon copy of the first guard we met in China. Near enough word for word, that bottom paragraph. Which is a bit of a disappointment, I suppose. Yeah, I do remember them very fondly, to be fair. He was born in... I'm going to get it wrong, aren't I? The pronunciation. Gujarat, a place where people are known for loving sweets more than spice. But you say you're from Mumbai. The English call it Bombay. No, we don't. We call it Mumbai. I don't... Yeah, the English call it Mumbai, don't they? Don't know if other people beside me will watch. If they don't, they don't. I'm not. You know what I'm like. I don't do it for the views at all. So if we don't get the views, I don't get the views. I'm quite happy to do a series of videos that get no views. It wouldn't bother me in the slightest. It keeps my mind busy, and I enjoy doing it. So it doesn't bother me if they don't get any views, to be fair. Or even if you're the only viewer, Goodkey. At least someone enjoys them. But a person from Gujarat is called a Gujarati, and the person from Mumbai is called... I'm glad you put the pronunciation there, Cass. Maharashtra, but identifies as Punjabi because of my bloodline. Okay. English renamed it Bombay Civil Centre. Really? I always know it as Mumbai, to be fair. Cool. Yeah, no, it's definitely something I'm going to look at doing, Dorky, to be fair. Right. Zipline. We know how to do this. We just press up to jump. The guards moved on. We got our first... Okay, I thought that was our first shard was going to test something. We're going to ignore the generic controls. We know a lot of this, to be fair. Tigers. We had dogs in China, and in India we have tigers. Guards use tigers to instantly raise the alarm when they detect nearby intruders. If you enter the awareness area of a tiger, they will instantly raise the alert of nearby guards. You will need to find a way around the tiger's awareness range. You want to avoid raising the alarm. Now, I've got an issue with this, and it will depend on how they make the tigers react. If the tigers growl, a little known fact for you guys, tigers can't growl. Not like a lion, they can't do any of that noise. It doesn't what they haven't got the vocal cords to do that. So I'm curious to what noise they're going to make them make. Why are you confused, Goki? Before the British invaded us, it was the Mongols who invaded India. Mongols basically... Oh, sorry, I'm reading that wrong. I thought that was Mongols, spelled wrong. Mongols who invaded India. Mongols are basically old age Muslim kings, so a lot of states in India have been renamed over and over. Ubisoft just using the modern day names. Oh, okay. We did gain a document, which is the tigers. Let's have actually a look at this. This will be interesting. I know quite a bit about tigers and animals in general, so interested to see what they've done here. Oh, he's talking about India, because Cass is from India. So he's talking about... Because we're now doing the Indian Chronicles story. I was asking him about the background and stuff to it. The computer-generated roar of a lion that you hear in movies is actually the roar of a tiger. But a tiger doesn't roar, Cass. They can't. They don't have the vocal cords. Bengal tigers are quite common but highly symbolic animal in India. They are very powerful and dangerous. It's an understatement, isn't it? Powerful and dangerous. Weighing up to 325 kilograms and more than 3 meters long. They usually feed on ungulates, rarely on smaller prey, and supposedly also on other predators, if needed. Only wounded or starved tigers may attack men to feed, but they generally don't wander out of their territory. Man-eating tigers are rare enough so that the few of them recorded in history become legendary, starred in famous novels and hunting tales. Yeah, there's no way they used the roar of a tiger for a lion in movies, because a tiger doesn't roar. So there's our tiger. I want to know what noise he makes. Make a noise. It's not making a noise. That's more disappointing.
Gate is not guarded. This should be easy.
I know I'm not meant to get detected. I just wanted to know what noise he was going to make, to be fair. Come on, make a noise, please. So I'd probably say that's not too bad, to be fair. It's not as bad. I was expecting a big roar like a lion. A lion's roar can reach miles and miles and miles. And I was kind of hoping that wouldn't be what it is, and it's kind of not. Bengal tigers are the national animal of India. Another fun fact, people in the world consider the lion to be the king of the jungle. In Asian countries, they consider tigers to be king. Yeah, they're very symbolic, aren't they, tigers, for Asian countries? And there is an elephant. Can I ride the elephant? Not that I'm suggesting people should ride elephants. Right, there's two guards here. Talking guards will not notice things happening, so pretty similar to before, to be fair. Talking guards do not notice you doing things.
मैनू नहीं पता केदे बारे गल
which
कर
is a
रहा
bit
तू
weird.
Oh, मैनू लगदा तू करदा हैगा.
There you go, we're safe.
तेनू की लगदा कितने सिपाही महाराजा ने लाए होंगे
National flower of India is a lotus. I'd be surprised if Ubisoft doesn't milk that fact in this game. I have to keep an eye out for that then, won't we? I can understand the NPCs. Thank you for the like, Will. That's much appreciated. That's quite cool that you can, though. Right. There's a guy asleep here.
Asleep on the job. This is too easy.
The guard's asleep, so we just walk on past. Sleeping guards do help us. They've got guns. So we've got Sikh rifle guards. Low to medium health. Damage is medium. Very slow attack speed. A slow detection. Again, we still can't kill any of these guys because they're not Templars. They can't be rolled over. They have a revenge attack and a basic ranged enemy that is armed with an accurate but slow firing Jezzail rifle. I've never heard of a Jezzail rifle before. The length of his weapon helps keep his foes at bay and he cannot be rolled over. Good evening, Anna. How are you? Thanks for the like, those much appreciated. The NPCs have the correct accents for majority of people, ironically, but the main character is the one who doesn't. That's quite interesting, though. Oh, we've got some information. I do like reading these. So we've looked at the Bengal tiger. Indian elephants, we just passed one. The Indian elephant is one of the 3 subspecies of the Asian elephant. They are smaller than African elephants and have smaller ears. They were used as war elephants in the region of Punjab in antiquity. There was around 100 of them at the historical battle of the Hydaps River, while Alexander the Great fought King Porus during his conquest of the East. And Jezzail, I've never heard of a Jezzail before. Jezzails were simple, cheap, muzzle-loaded rifles commonly used in India and Middle East. Often homemade, they were more personal than most firearms, which is why they were very well crafted and decorated. As they were designed for war, they had long barrels and used large calibers. But some Afghan fighters were known to fight even nails and pebbles. Wow. With rough bullets, they were both powerful and accurate. British troops took lots of damage from these weapons during the Anglo-Afghan wars. References to this weapon are notably found in some of Rudyard Kipling's famous works, including The Man Who Would Be King. Oh wow, Rudyard Kipling wrote about it. The only thing I would say, with the barrel being that long, you have to pack a lot of powder in there for it to fire at any great velocity. This is interesting. Good evening, Dennis. How are you? You was farming gentian. What's up? All legends to Max. Well done, Dennis. You're really going far on that, aren't you? Fun fact: Sardars are Punjabi people who follow the belief of Sikhism. Thank you for the pronunciation, Cass. I do actually appreciate that. In that belief, they were born in a lifelong understanding to never cut their hair since birth. Oh wow! Do you ever get off gentian? That's why you see Punjabis wearing turbans, having long beards. Pretty sure you saw a few arrive in the UK. Yeah, we have quite a few in the UK as well that are like that as well. I've met a few when I lived in London and stuff, and yeah, they have very long beards. Very well kept beards though as well. They really do take their time over them. Thanks for the like, was much appreciated. Right. Find a way into the garden. Remember, we can't kill people. We're going to go and hide in the cover for a minute. Timing in the end. Oh, so you can actually emerge from a hiding spot quicker than we could before. Shadow gold. Always good to get gold on the first level. And we got our first in there. So I think we're going up by looks of things here. Okay, style grades. We know about style grades. I'm not too worried about that. Wheels we already know about. Hide to emerge. Yeah, we kind of know that anyway, in style grades we know. So there's no point reading through those again. We did those into China. So we do know about those. Okay, what's anything in here? Pick up? Nope. It's always worth checking. Modern Punjabi, so you can... Oh, so modern Punjabi's cut the hair though, yeah. Weapon is level 80. Wow. Main character is level 8 also. Well, Dennis, you've been really getting into that then. Are you glad you started it now? Try hard. The thing is, if you enjoy it, that's the best. That's the main thing, isn't it? I couldn't do that amount of grinding. That's the only downside. So we have synchronized the viewpoint. and we've got a long way to go to infiltrate this palace. A long, long way. So, leap of faith. Remember, we can't kill anyone or incapacitate. We can't even knock anyone out. We've got to literally stay out of sight. We're not going to be doing any fighting. Okay, before we go anywhere, there's a shard nearby. Where's my shard? It's showing up on the map. It's here. I'm assuming we're going to find it. All I know about Assassin's Creed India is there's a love story. Oh, yeah, well, him and the princess, by the looks of things. Me having all stuff from both Spider-Mans. See, I'll be doing a Spider-Man hopefully at some point as well, to be fair. We can climb up there, but I want the shard. There's a chest here. Why would I climb? It wants me to climb up there, but I don't think I have to. We want this. We get our first scroll. And these always give us a bit of backstory on the character, plus their story, and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing Spider-Man and Miles Morales. We need to do it before the new Spider-Man comes out next year. Read your fun facts above. I did. The one... The Sardas. I did read it. That's level 44. AR, really great game. Sucks waiting on story to come out. That's the only downside, isn't it, Dennis? That's the thing. Thank you for the like, much appreciated. Okay, scroll number 1. Arbaz Mir was born in Kashmir in northwestern India during the early 19th century. His home region was conquered by Maharaja Ranjit Singh of the Sikh Empire in 1819, leading to the death of numerous Muslims in Kashmir, including some of Arbaz's kin. This caused Arbaz to grow up hating Singh, considering him a cold-blooded killer. The orphan boy survived among other refugees and outcasts in a fractured country. After the Sardas. Hang on. Did I miss one, did I? That's why you see Punjabis wearing turbans and having long beards. Pretty sure you... Yeah. Yeah, I did read that. Yeah, I didn't know it. I didn't know he didn't have DLC. I take it they've not said there's any coming. I suppose it's not. It's too late now, isn't it, really? But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I just want to play it. But I'm waiting. We've got other things to focus on first. Right, we can't go up there, so actually we do need to go up the tree. Well, looks like we're heading across. The biggest... That's... Cass, what you've just wrote is not in the chat. No one couldn't see it. It's not in the chat. The biggest sin for Punjabis is to drink alcohol. Ironically, Punjabis are known worldwide to be the most alcoholic group. Some people call us an Irishman's country. Really? Wow. I would never have known that. Yes, I did, Dennis. I haven't had a proper look, but I see what it's on there. Some of the chance to have a proper look through Discord, to be fair, not properly. Chat might have blocked it. Yeah, I didn't see anything come up. Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't see it. But yeah, I've seen some of the pictures. I just haven't had a proper in-depth look at them yet, Dennis. That's a new element, is it? Be interesting. Okay, remember, we can't kill anyone. That's going to be vitally important. I want to try and make... I've missed the shard. How have I missed the shard there? Okay, I don't want to miss shards if we can avoid it, because it saves them to come back and do the level again. Obviously, there are times we're not going to be able to do them. What I'm annoyed at is I can't see where that shard is. Am I being blind? So according to that, this shard is over here. Now I'm past the shard. I'm being silly because I think it's actually across, because we're going across in a second. You can see it just over there. Because the 2.5D, as they call it, moves around so much, I forget that actually things behind will show as if we're the same point you're at. If that makes sense. There we go. That's the shard I could see on the map but couldn't work out how we'd missed it. Yeah, it might have glitched. I'm glad I didn't miss it, to be fair. Okay. Hold L1 to show whistle area. We know about the whistle area. We need to get this guy to look elsewhere because we need to get across without him seeing us. So we want him looking this way. And we did do this in China, so we know this. Off we go. Shadow Gold. Good start so far. Right, there is a guy there. Remember, we can't kill anyone. No matter how tempted we are. And we have a database entry for the palace. It's the Amritsar Summer Palace. A beautiful attraction of Punjab, the Summer Palace of Maharaja Ranjit Singh is a famous building located at Amritsar. So I'll take a drink. Located in the heart of the garden known as Rambagh, the Summer Palace is a masterpiece of Indian architecture. Its entrance, called Darshani Deri, is noteworthy thanks to the distinctive design with water tanks feeding fountains in the palace's garden. The palace itself contains numerous mirror and glassworks as well as paintings and art pieces. Nowadays the palace is a museum hosting historical oil paintings, coins, miniatures and instruments depicting the country's Sikh era. Wow, that sounds really cool. Sent video in general, to be fair, I did go in game because of you. It's your fault. Simba doesn't have Mona. That doesn't surprise me. Considering how he reacted, to be fair. Yeah, Ubisoft did delay a lot of things, didn't they? Kind of ironic for this to be starter area, because in real life Punjabis are known as the toughest built Indians today. Also wrong for you're skinny. Thank you for the like, that's much appreciated. Okay, so there is a guard here, so we've got to be a little. We don't want to be seen. About to get seen. That was me making a random noise. That wasn't a bird or anything. Anything like that. That panic of I'm about to get seen. Okay, so as soon as he moves, we've got to go again. They're talking, so because people talk, they don't see us. I know it's a silly thing, but in this, people talking can't see anyone else. Right, we're going to have to distract this guy, aren't we? How am I distracting both of these guys, though? Oh, I need him to look across, and then we can go across the front edge, I think. I think that's what we need to do. Turned off online. Oh, yes, sorry, yes. Unity's not been turned offline, though. Godkey? It's not Unity, it's happening too. Bear with me, I had this up the other day because someone else was asking. It's not Unity. It's for 15 games as of 1st of September. But it wasn't Unity, because I did check myself. Assassin's Creed 2 for PC and PlayStation 3. So the way this is... So for those that don't know, Ubisoft are turning off servers for certain games, 15 games. So, if you don't know, there are 15 games that are being turned off. But actually, it's been kind of falsely advertised, because they're turning off the PlayStation 3 servers. So when you get the remasters and stuff, their servers are fine. It's the PC and PlayStation 3 servers that are being done. So Assassin's Creed 2, PC and PlayStation 3, Assassin's Creed 3 for PC and PlayStation. No, PlayStation 3 is fine. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood for PC will lose multiplayer. And the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. Liberation PC, they're losing it. Revelations PS3 and Xbox 360, and that's all the Assassin's Creed ones. But yeah, it's kind of been wrongly advertised as everyone's losing them. The PS4 versions won't be disappearing. It says servers off. Oh, that's weird. It shouldn't do. The servers, as far as I'm aware, are there. That's weird. That's saying that for you, good kid. The translation is completely wrong. What they're actually saying is so hilarious. It's just making it seem like having a normal conversation. My grandfather, Rip, used to talk like how these... Oh, sorry, rest in peace, yeah. Used to talk about like how these guards are talking. Oh, okay. So this is the only stream tonight. We're live again tomorrow evening for Detroit Become a Human, where you guys pick the options. God key. We've got another hour of this to go for tonight. Right, we need to whistle, don't we? Then I need to go across here while he's doing his thing. Don't need to go down because there's nothing down there to grab. And now we can go up. And we're all good. Shadow gold again. I do like golds. Okay. Okay, they're at an angle to us, so I think we're going to drop down here. Yeah. And there's guards there, so they're not going to bother with us. So the actual translations, Cass, are wrong then. Thank you for dropping by, though, good case. Oh, I should have said that. Much appreciated. You like what you see? No, I know what you mean, Dennis. Into the dark. Right, what is turn around again? No, you're absolutely right, Dennis. You never know when someone who's watching. Into the shadows. It's a lot easier if you can knock people out, I must admit. It's weird. I don't... In all the Assassin's Creed games we've done, I've always tried to not kill if we don't have to. But actually in this one, I kind of want to, and it's annoying that we can't. Okay, I think we're dropping down this side. Oh, it's a reinforcement zone. Use the pillars. For directional hiding. Stop there, don't move. Not sure why it says ×5 down the bottom. Oh, you're kidding me. That didn't go to plan, because I wasn't meant to get seen. I couldn't get out of his... I didn't know he was going to walk that far. That alert stop. I'm going to struggle to get through this, I think, now. Alarms calm down. Next time we kill you. Okay. Because there's two of them now. That could cause me an issue. Depending where the other one stops. And we can't fight back. We're not allowed to kill anyone. Dying is probably the better option there, I think. Translations are good enough, but what they're saying is more on the comical side. Punjabis make a lot of jokes. So basically they're saying the same thing in the translation. What they're actually saying is far more humour. Oh, okay. I suppose in some ways that makes sense, though, because you can't really portray that humour well in subtitles, can you, really? It does make sense. Right, I'm going to be a bit more careful, I think, in this next bit. Obviously, we made that mistake that cost us. Oi? Is that pronounced oi? Is basically hay for Indians. Ah, okay. Okay, we're all good. Safe again. Right, I know what I did wrong. It's how close this guy was when he turned and how far he walked. Right. Don't know how far he's going to walk. So I just had to be a lot quicker. I think I dawdled a little bit. I didn't really... I hesitated. That's the word I was after. The shadow gold. So yeah, dying was definitely a way to deal with that section. Okay. There's two shards coming up to be aware of. We've got to make sure we try and get those two. Okay. There's our shard. There's a guard there again. We can't kill anyone. There's a shard up there as well. That shard's going to be a pain, I'm sure of it. Both of these shards I think are going to be a pain. Up and down. Okay, they don't look up, so that's something. And obviously the two upstairs aren't going to see us because of they're talking. People that talk don't look, is what we found so far. Now, I want to know how high that guy looks when he turns round, because we need to get that shard if we can. But I'm going to be careful how far my legs are when they're hanging. Doesn't really look up when he turns. It's more of a look down, isn't it? That guy's the issue there. I need him to turn around again. Oh, remember, I can't kill these guys. I want to actually let them kill me. It's actually easier, I think, if we die and try again, because we can't attack anyone. So it's easier to just let it all reset. Rajkumari means princess. Ah, okay. Oh, that might be a bit easier. It was his legs that got seen last time, so this might actually make things a lot bit easier for us. Come on, you start walking, please. Thank you. Oh, there you go. We're up. Managed it this time. I think especially when you can't kill people, I think it's definitely a good idea to reset everything. Dying sometimes actually does help. Consistent combo trophy achieved. How am I getting past this guy's looking this way? Oh, I suppose I can go to here and he still can't see me. There we go. Is he going inside? Right, one guy is going inside. Okay. So we should be able to get past this one then. One of the NPCs told the other NPC, your actions are screwing things up a lot late for us, dummy. Oh, really? Oh, that's brilliant that you understand them. Oh, messed up. Yeah. I moved too quickly to go round the other side of the post. I should have held off a second. Yeah. Oh, for those that are wondering, the reason that whenever I get a trophy, you're seeing some of the screen go black, for some reason, and it was the same on the PlayStation 3, when we streamed on it before the 5, the PS4, sorry, before the 5, trophies don't show up for you guys, for some reason. I don't know why they did it. And they don't show up at all on the PS5 for you guys, but you also don't get the alert, so you don't. That's why you don't get it on the 5. In case you're wondering, but it is just a trophy. That's why it's coming up. Run. Okay, that went a lot better this time. Definitely getting a lot of shadow golds this time. You can take down guards without having to kill them if you remain unseen.
Perhaps a quiet, non-lethal takedown would make my life easier.
Okay, we are allowed to take the guards down now. It did say at the beginning you can't incapacitate guards, didn't it? I've realised, well, we've not. It's meant to be 3 diamonds to steal from guards. I've not seen those yet either. Which is weird. Right, so we've got to incapacitate this guard, because he's looking at the wall about to climb up. Is he going to move? No, he's just going to stay there. Okay. Hold square to perform a non-lethal takedown. There we go. Our first oh, okay. Next. Oh, so we can now loot. So we couldn't loot in China, but in this one, in India, we can now loot.
Got it.
So we're slowly adding the mechanics that we're used to anyway. Okay. Use Eagle Vision to find the guards who have the jewels. Here's one of the guys with the jewels that we need. So that's where we've got to head to really next. That gadget ammo.
Got it.
There we go. If this was realistic, all those guards would be drunk right now. That's probably why it can't be realistic, isn't it? Okay, we need to get down here. Obviously, a non-lethal takedown would be ideal. Yeah, he's going to walk back. So we'll wait for him to walk back. When he turns, we'll go after him and try and deal with him and loot him for the first of 3 diamonds. I think China was the same as this. The first few levels are very slow, methodical. Once you get used to it, this all becomes a lot easier. And they speed up quite a bit, especially the speedrun levels. I don't want to pick him up, I want to loot the body. Why can't I? Okay, that's weird. I could loot the body over there, but can't this time. But I need to loot him for the diamond. I'm not missing a... There's no... That's weird. Let me just check something control-wise, looting. Because that's going to be really annoying if we've got to get ourselves killed on purpose, basically. Looting. Yeah. For some reason I can't loot that guard, but yet he's one of the ones that's meant to have the diamond on him. Why can't I loot? Oh, I can. I have to be... Ah, okay. So to loot, you have to crouch first. Didn't explain that before, did it? There we go. We got our first diamond from the guard. Use a noise bomb to lure the guard away from you. Hold L1 and move to aim. Okay. I could just walk up behind him though and take him down. Why would I want to move him out of the way of us? Because I could just walk up and do a silent takedown. There's a chest there. Must remember that chest is there. I think we're going up, to be fair, to open the gate. Well, it wants us to do it, so let's do it then. But yeah, I would just personally incapacitate him. Huh? Those two over there are talking, so they won't affect us. So all good here. Okay, there's 2 doors to go in. Don't think it matters which one. I pressed the wrong button. It's my fault. Ah, that was silly. I pressed the wrong button. I was aiming to move and I pressed circle to drop. It's really frustrating when you press the wrong button. But we know what we're doing here. So this is basically our tutorial to do them gadgets. We've got to go back and deal with this guard again here as well. But we'll be a bit quicker this time with him, because we're not going to wait. Now there's no messing around with the loot. We know we need to crouch first. There we go. Juror named Mika Singh is known to be the fastest man alive, certainly before using a bomb. Oh wow. Did he go to the Olympics as well then? It's not a name I recognise, admittedly, but I don't know every Olympian over the years. Right, this time I'm not going to press circle to drop down accidentally. We're good. Okay, into the window we go. There's some nice flowers. We've got an increased health so far. Massive bonus there. Okay, there's 2 sleeping guards in here. I'm glad you came in this way, not the other, to be fair. Okay. Guard. Wasn't me. I wasn't here. Who won the Olympics? Oh, wow. Can we just say how it's ironic your assassin walking the streets in that outfit? You kill 10,000 Templars on the same spot. Don't hide them and don't know it's you who killed them. It's a good point. I'll give you that. That may have been a mistake. There is a thing to read about sleeping guards that I missed completely. I'm assuming don't run past them would be the general's gist. Oh, there's an so there are orchid trees. I'll just quickly read this one while we're here. The orchid tree, or Bohenia purpurea, is a small tree growing in Eastern Asia, notably in Punjab. It can reach 6 to 7 meters. It produces purple flowers that look like orchids. Now, sleeping guards. I'm guessing don't run, because that's what woke them up. Noisy floors. Some floors will make noise when you walk or run on them. Hold L2 to crouch and move slowly to avoid alerting nearby guards to your presence. Sleeping guards will wake up if you make noise close to them. Walk by and do not use noise bomb, smoke bomb, or whistle near them. Kind of a given, isn't it? Most ironic thing is how the outfit doesn't get bloody. True. Key is an old... Oh, key means what? Okay. Well, we made it. It doesn't count as being seen either, so I'll take it. I don't know how we got away with that, but we did. Okay, we're going to go after the chest that was here first. And then there's a guard to deal with over there as well.
Got it.
This is our second scroll, which will tell us a bit more about Arbaz, the guy we're playing as well. So as a boy, Arbaz had to survive in terrible conditions under the reign of the Sikhs and became a survivor and a thief. He was a gifted climber and a smart, charming boy, which helped him to stay alive and fed during those years of hardship. Despite these qualities, Arbaz found himself one day in enough trouble to require the help of another to survive. Hamid, already a master assassin, saved him and became his friend. The mentor was charmed by the kid, as anyone would have, and took it upon himself to train him in the ways of the assassins and to teach him the creed. The moment you realise, basically, we're not killing anyone at the minute, Cass. We're not allowed to kill people, so you know, at the minute, it's all safe, family friendly, good fun. Doesn't mean that won't change. Okay. I'm assuming. How are we getting past? Oh, okay, I know how we get past these two.
I need supplies. These guards should have plenty.
Oh, we can pickpocket. So again, something we couldn't do in China. That's the thing. This is something we couldn't do in China. So this is the thing we've got to think about. You can gather out gadget, ammunition, objective items by pickpocketing enemies. Crouch behind the enemy, hold circle. You will automatically match the speed of moving enemies. That's going to be helpful. It's going to be extremely helpful. These guys aren't moving though. Does that mean I can loot these guys? I don't know if I'm going to get seen doing this. How does the other guy not see me?
Got it.
I don't know how he's not seeing me. Already full ammo. Yeah, not sure about that one. Say what you want, but Tenshu is dad of Assassin's Creed because without Tenshu and Prince of Persia would not have Assassin's games. Do you think? I don't know if you'd say they're the father of the games. No, another Shadow God, so that's where we're going up. We must be near... Yeah, another guard of a diamond as well there. And there's also something up there to do. So a few things to think about here. Again, sleeping guards and tiger. So we don't want to be near those guys. What else have we got here? Oh, there's a few people to deal with, isn't there? We need to be heading up. So obviously we can go down this way. We must be able to sneak out the window, I think. I think that's why that looks the way it does. Tiger won't make a noise where we are now, so that's a bonus. Once none of these decide to look down, we're okay. This is the guy, this is the Sikh Elite Guard. So a lot of the enemies are reskins, they do the same thing, they're named near enough the same, there's the odd difference, the Sikh part is kind of a difference. Other than that, they are basically a carbon copy of the ones from China. You agree with you on that? Okay. It's a load of medium health, advanced awareness, moves up to front line, melee, multi-attack, revenge attack. More aware of his surroundings and his fellow guards, these elite guards must be approached with caution to avoid alerting them. Okay. He's also the one we need to pickpocket, I'm pretty sure. Yep, he's the one we need to pickpocket. I might need to distract him as well. There's a shard there as well. Okay. So I know what we've got to do. We've got to go in this first one, get to the second one, and then we'll have to try and distract the guy that's up there, potentially, to allow us a chance to get up. I could take these guys down. I probably should have gone for a move there. Might have to in a second. In and in. Okay. Not taking any of these guys down, I think that would be a mistake. I need to get him away from where he is, don't I? And then I'm wanting to get up there very quickly as well.
Okay,
Shard up.
Kachan, 10.
Don't kill him. Thank you. I thought he was going to kill him then. Right. Second jewel collected. I've got to get to this shard as well while we're here. Nice. I can actually... okay. I didn't know I could do that. I can actually loot the guy who's sleeping. There's a true story based on how 5 Punjabi soldiers killed 10,000 many soldiers in the fort. Oh, really? Right, let's head up. Good evening, gaming. Thank you for the like, much appreciated, whatever that was. Good evening, gaming. How are you? Long time no see. How are things going? Right, we've got to get the key to the locked door from the guy in red. Is he going to give the key to the other guy, or is he keeping it? I think he's keeping it. That's our next objective. Quiet. Thank you. So I'll wake these guys up. But he didn't. Right, this is why we could see this before. How was it going to get silver that time? We got seen. We can now move faster while carrying bodies. I thought we'd done that perfectly, but obviously not quite. Been busy working a few platinums. Nice. Characteristics of an Irishman in the country very similar to a non-modern Punjabi. Wow. That's not a reference I thought I'd see used. Similar to an Irish guy. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that anytime soon from anyone.
Got it.
If he doesn't turn around, this is fine. If he does, we're in trouble. I think we'll be okay. My shadow gold. So we are heading, I'm assuming up. Would be my guess. Yeah. There's something at the top here to do. I wonder, maybe this is where the princess is, to be fair. There we go.
Are you here to kill me, assassin?
I'd be a fool to think I could.
I could kill you now, slicing your throat or plunging my blade deep into your heart.
Take my heart. It belongs to you anyway.
Do you always have to have a line at the ready?
Trophy achieved, Infiltrator. You should get 15 platinum tomorrow. Oh, congrats, gaming. That's a massive achievement. Well done. Tension Stealthy for Assassin's Creed 1 and PlayStation 1 Plus Assassin's Creed was meant to be a new Prince of Persia. Oh, really? Oh, wow, that's quite cool. I didn't know that, to be fair. Black Flag is on premium, so you might give that a go. Got some holidays to play. Yes, you have got some holidays now, haven't you? Yeah, a lot of Assassin's Creed games are on premium now as well. Are they going to have sex? I don't think they will, no. If they did, you won't see it. You always have to have a line at the ready. It's something that Indian girls have actually said to me. Oh, that's not a good thing, Cass. So we achieved a score of 5,110, including a style bonus of Shadow Gold of 200 points. We got Did we? Hang on. We didn't get the secondary objective. We missed the guard with a diamond. I don't know how we missed the guard with a diamond. We did. We got all the shards, sync point, and chests. How did we miss a guard with diamond? We checked them all. Somewhere along the line, we missed someone then, because we didn't get any score for secondary. We got both upgrades. The increased health and the carry body's fast upgrades are done. The points seem a bit easier to get this time, if that makes sense. The times number, if you get golds, does help massively. Oh, that's why we didn't get gold, because it was a silencer. We let someone see us before we took them out. I think that's the issue there. We have a few upgrades. The increased health. Our Baz grows stronger and can sustain more damage before dying. Generally helpful. And he can now move faster whilst carrying bodies, allowing him more time to hide them before being seen. Combat dash. In combat, press X and hold the left stick right or left to dash towards an opponent. This is very useful against enemies carrying firearms. So they are adding more in from the China. They're now adding in dashes and things and rolling from a jump. It's quite interesting. I showed this stream to my father. He'd have a smile on his face because the NPCs are saying so much funny stuff, but they aren't translating that. Would it be because the human may not come across if it's translated? Does that make sense, Cass? Is that why they may not be translating it perfectly? Just because I don't think the human would come across the way it's coming across to you. Okay, Shakram. Select the Shakram by pressing right on the D-pad. Aim by holding L1 and moving R when ready. Press to throw the Shakram. The Shakram can ricochet off surfaces to get to hard-to-reach locations. Okay, that's going to be interesting to use it for the first time. Not 100% sure what it means by that. Select the smoke bomb. An enemy caught in the smoke bomb's area will not be able to see until the smoke has passed. That will make our life, I think, a little bit easier. So there's definitely some changes since the China one. Jump kill in direction of an unsuspecting enemy and tap the square button to execute a jump kill. Slide kill, my favourite one from the China story. So we can still do that as well. To be honest, the humour would come across, but it would be very weird for trying to tell the story since the game will be seen as a parody. That's a good point, actually. I hadn't thought of it like that, Cass. Very good shout. Yeah, if the humour came across in translation, yeah, you're right. It would come across as a comedy or parody, wouldn't it? No, that does make a lot of sense. Right, what is coming up next? We're in the palace. We've seen a girlfriend, a secret rendezvous with the princess. Punjabi's even can't finish a sentence without adding humour or swearing. Oh, wow.
Must you leave so soon? I'd like to show you how good I have become at your magic tricks.
That I'd love to see. Should I pick a card? It's the Queen of Hearts.
Very funny. You may be surprised to know that I have a concealed blade on me at all times now.
Really? I probably haven't searched you thoroughly enough.
Maybe you should search me now.
I'm sorry, my love. I have to meet with Amid. He believes the Templars are looking for the Koh-i-Noor again.
I told you keeping it was unwise.
That's why I gave it to Amid.
Just be safe, my love. Don't do anything crazy.
And I swear at least twice in the sentence, even you. Okay. Right, our Baz can now engage in combat. Would you like to want to go to combat? So we'll have a look. So I don't know if it's different to obviously China. So it's definitely worth looking at the tutorial just in case. As we don't have a lot of health, and we have found it in China, a few hits and you're dead. So it's good to just brush up a little bit, just in case there's any differences. Punjabi male and female aren't so sexual, by the way. They are more playful, flirty, like I'll cook for you tonight before you kill me by poisoning the food. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's not so. The English don't say that. I'm pretty sure. So standard attack, pretty much like China. Attack behind.
Help!
And then triangle to kill. The back attack was quite good. We didn't have that before. Heavy attack.
Help!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we couldn't do that before, where we could attack backwards immediately. Oh, we've got defense. There we go. There's the block. Nice roll over. I think he's quicker. Rifle enemies can't be rolled over. When the aim line is red, press circle. Oh, so that's how we dodge bullets. I didn't dodge that, I got hit. There we go. Try dashing. Completed the combat. So it's a few differences. The back attack, the dashing is different as well. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on. In Last of Us, there is Abby sexy. He's not censored. Then again, we're not kids, and she was just. How do you hold him and tell us that? Okay, Dennis, I'll take your word for that one. Chalao means let's go or come on in my language. You're 100% in regard saying that. Okay. Hello again, hi Dusk, how are you? Right, so we've seen the princess, we've had a rendezvous. We're now going to meet Hamid. So the absent handler, 1841 Amritsar town. The next morning, Arbazmir is to meet with his mentor Hamid. The Templar presence within Amritsar has grown and Hamid is concerned they have been looking for the Koh-i-Noor diamond again after its supposed destruction. Leaving his lover, the Princess Pyara Kaur, safe in the palace, Abaz must move through the bustling town and rendezvous with his friend before the Templars realise a diamond is in Hamid's care. We unlock a Crouch Sprinter 2000 and increased ammo for the check ram, which we need to have a look at. 3,500. We need to steal documents from guards as well. Ignore the plus game mode upgrade. I do feel that this is a lot easier to score points. 12:58 PM there, also known as your bedtime. I don't blame you, to be fair. We've only got about half an hour left, to be fair myself. So this time we have... Okay, there's a lot of things to have a look at. We've got guards to steal documents from, but this time, again, we're free. We're going to try not to miss one this time. Cliche in Bollywood or Indian families is that the girl or boy's family is always the villain. So I wouldn't be surprised if the final villain's the princess's father or something. Okay, it'd be interesting to see if that's right then. So the Trident Blade. The Trident Blade was a variation on the hidden blade known to have been wielded by Arbazmir. This allowed him to effectively parry strong attacks without a weapon and did enormous damage when attacking or performing assassinations. So he has a hidden Trident Blade, our character. The Koh-i-Noor is a 105 carat diamond, almost certainly one of the most desirable gems on the planet. It has passed through the hands of many dynasties on the Indian subcontinent. There are some who believe the diamond to be the fabled Thyramantaka Mani, perhaps the most famous jewel in the Hindu mythology, supposed to be blessed with magical powers. In 1850, the diamond was confiscated from the Sikh Empire by the British East India Company, became part of the British Crown Jewels. Queen Victoria was proclaimed Empress of India in 1877. That's how I know about it, to be fair, more than anything else. I don't know anything about the Story of the Chronicles. Oh, that's alright, Cass. Yeah, tomorrow is the Detroit, the subscriber special tomorrow evening, Dennis. The diamond is currently set into the crown of Queen Elizabeth and is on display at the Tower of London. It is believed that the Koh-i-Noor carries within it a curse which affects men who wear it, but not women. All the men who owned it have either lost their throne or had other misfortunes befall them. Queen Victoria is the first reigning monarch to have worn the gems. Since Victoria's reign, the stone has been generally worn by the Queen Consort, never by a male ruler. That's interesting. One thing that Indians hate against the English is the fact that the Queen, not Elizabeth, stole India's most treasured jewel and still haven't returned it to Koh-i-Noor. So Queen Victoria, although she didn't steal it, by the sounds of it, it was a gift. Hang on. Oh, no, it wasn't a gift, and it wasn't stolen, it was confiscated. That doesn't make it any better, to be fair. It's currently in the Tower of London. Okay, this is the secret rendezvous. The girlfriend, the princess, Pyara Kaur, was the daughter of Maharaja Karak Singh of the Sikh Empire, the granddaughter of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, and lover to the assassin Arbazmir. She is an ancestor of the Indian actress Monima Das. Living a life of leisure in the imperial palace of Amritsar since childhood, Pyara was a renowned beauty. She frequently took part in official ceremonies, along with her grandfather Ranjit Singh, founder of the Sikh Empire. During one of these ceremonies in 1839, she encountered Arbazmir, who introduced himself as an emissary from Kashmir. After her grandfather's death and the events that took place in Amritsar that same year, Pyara remained Abbas's secret lover, even after being touched by the power of the Koh-i-Noor when it was supposedly destroyed during a fight with Templar agent Francis Cotton. Complete Chasm Story before updating an achievement. Surely you get the achievement no matter when you do it. Gandhi was not a good person. A lot of people taught false history, especially people from outside of India still believe he was a hero. He was assassinated by a man named God. Seriously? Wow. Okay. I'm annoyed at myself for missing one of the 3 guards from the previous, to be fair. I don't know how we missed that. It's not going to show it now. Missed one of the guards we needed to loot. Right, leap of faith it is. We've got to get through the ancient marketplace without being seen, hopefully. And we need to try out this new thing we unlocked. I'm not too sure what it is. This is the East India Company Corporal. Health to medium to high, damage to medium, attack speed medium, detection to medium. Melee multi-attack, revenge attack. This enemy carries both a sword and a musket pistol, making him deadly both at range and at close quarters. Will attempt to keep his distance from enemies, preferring to use his pistol. So we need to close that gap as quickly as possible when he draws his pistol. Press circle to avoid the bullet. And we can kill people now. Okay. Another day. That's the problem when we've just started a new one. You get all the database entries. I enjoy these. I hope you guys don't mind them as well, to be fair. Tau War. Tau War? The Tau War is a type of curved sword or saber from the Indian subcontinent and is found in the modern countries of India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal and Afghanistan. The Tau War was produced in many varieties with different types of blades. The blade profile of the British pattern 1796 light cavalry saber is similar to some examples of the Tau War. An expert opinion suggested that the Tau War may have contributed to the design of the British saber. The hilt is usually entirely of iron, though brass and silver are sometimes used, and is connected to the tang of the blade by a very powerful adhesive resin. More ornate examples of the Tau War often show silver or gilt decoration of form named Koft Gari. Definitely an interesting sword, I'd say, more than anything else. Her name is Pyara Kaur. Punjabi males are known as Singh, and females known as Kaur. My real life Punjabi name is Babby or Bubby Singh. Okay. Tau War, meaning sword. Okay. I should have taken him down. He's gonna come back. That's got quite a walk. He's going in that doorway. I should have taken him out when I had the chance. I should have pressed it quicker. I think we're gonna get different guards come out. Here he comes now. We're going to take this guy out. Hopefully that will stop any us being seen. I should have done it when he first went past, to be fair, save a bit of time. But there is no rush. We're not on a timer for this mission, so we're okay. Okay. Right, there is a shard in the building just coming up as well, to be aware of. Okay, we've got another database entry. East India Company Sepoy. Low health, medium damage, attack speed is medium, detection medium. Special abilities will sometimes perform melee counterattack to front or rear. Moves up to front line, melee multi-attack, revenge attack. The most basic infantry soldier of the East India Company, armed with a sword, having seen plenty of combat, these veteran troops will stand their ground. You just realise I'm basically a live chat database entry. Your own personal Sean Hastings. I'll give you that title, Cass, to be fair. You are definitely Sean Hastings in the making. And there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I did miss Sean in the games when he went.
Over there.
And that was a bit silly. I just stood there and let myself get seen. Right, one down. I didn't block the shot. Ah, noob. So pretty much like China, it's the first time I've actually really been able to fight anyone. Pretty much like China, you cannot rush your attacks because they do attack quicker. You can have a Crow team missing Ben only because I need Pyro here and damage character. Kaya, Kiki, Mona, Ben. Oh, okay. Definitely got your team down to a T then. I know there's other ones you want, obviously, but still. Right, we're going to speed this up. Take him out first time instead of waiting this time. I'm going to hide before this next guy comes out of the building. Let's put it that way. That was my mistake here. There we go.
Lots of guards around. I need to get to Amid before they do.
I'm assuming they're going to walk past me. We don't have to kill everyone just because we can either, that's the thing.
His name's Hamid or something.
Right, another type of enemy. There's there's a lot more enemies in this, still different types of enemies compared to China. This is the East India Company rifleman with high health, medium damage, attack speed is fast, protection medium. Blocks all standard heavy attacks to his front, moves up to front line, cannot be rolled over revenge attack. Armed with a Brown Bess musket, range attacks are slow but deadly. Brown Bess musket, wow. I'm assuming it's about to tell us what Brown Bess musket is. Here we go. The Brown Bess is a nickname given to the British Army's flintlock-activated and muscle-loaded muskets during the expansion of the British Empire. I've not heard of a Brown Bess before. It was used over 100 years of service, was upgraded many times. The origin of the nickname is uncertain. Some believe it's linked to Elizabeth I of England. The Brown Bess was one of the first weapons to enter the era of standardisation. First, the classification of those rifles was made by referring to the land of use. These were called land patterns. The British India companies had their own standard, the India pattern, that specified a barrel length, an overall weight and length. Okay, I'd not heard of them before.
He's the mentor of the assassin.
Now, I'm pretty sure the shot. Whoa, get down.
Much happening at the moment.
Good. A few moments of calmness.
Okay, that's interesting. There's a shard in there. That's actually what I was trying to get. I want the shard. I can pick the lock. One, before we get seen. Thank you very much. Okay. I thought I was going to get seen then for a minute. There's a room up there. I can't go out here though, can I? There's guards everywhere. Let's have a look ahead. Okay. Where we... Trying to work out which way we need to be heading, to be fair. Without being seen, ideally.
Orders we've been getting down from the Major. No one must enter here. Make sure that is secure. Do not let anyone touch that. He's on edge, so something must be happening.
Maybe it's just the heat. He doesn't deal with it very well. How long have you served?
Oh, so they won't actually notice us dashing to be, by the pillars.
Got plans, have we?
Help! Help!
Yeah, that wasn't what wanted to happen. Oh, I went to attack through the block. So we kind of need to do what we did, but I should have timed it better with the guy going back out the doorway. The fun fact, your grandmother was born during the time when the British were still ruling India. I don't need to go in there, actually. I've got the shard already.
What if the assassins discover after their mentor?
We'll just check. Yeah, we have got the shard. So basically what you saw in Assassin's Creed 3's New York is what she saw in real life as a kid. Oh, wow. You want Ben because his pyro gives HP plus damage, and last season I wanted Mona, so now game needs to give me Zor Ben. You didn't want Ning C2. Thing is, when you want something, you're less likely to get it, aren't you? That's the annoying thing.
Not much happening at the moment.
Good. A few moments of calm is just what I need right now.
Once he goes in, we need to be going through that window.
No. It just seems like there's something important.
There we go. We need to go underneath. Okay, we need to go back to that window because we need to go underneath there.
Do not let
There
anyone
we go.
touch that.
I didn't know. I didn't until we got over the top. I didn't see we had to go that way. So we have a new scroll to hear a bit more about Arbaz and his life. Baz was first reluctant to accept Hamid's mentorship, believing that Hamid wanted to impose a new dogma unto him. Before understanding the true values of the assassins, so he finally gave in and pursued his training willingly. His natural talents made him a valuable asset for Hamid. A few years later, when Arbaz became both his best spy and thief. Arbaz proved himself a talented fighter also, but he clearly preferred stealth and ruse to brute force. His recklessness was never completely gone, and more than once he endangered his missions by taking unnecessary risks. Okay. Very few Indians still wish that the British would run over us, because we'd have better opportunities and passports. I can see that, to be fair. You really want Ben. I did read it as you meant it, to be fair. Right, we're gonna wait for this guy to turn around. We're going through the building, and there's the guard up there. We actually have to do something too, because he's got one of the documents we need of the 3.
What? Our salary is nothing to write home.
Right, that worked perfectly. So we need to find this guy. We don't need to look at the lockpicking in the database.
Got it.
He can stay there. Do we need? I don't know if I need to pick the body up, just in case I do. He's in the hidey hole. Alright, another door to lockpick. We did get a first document though. Can I go out this window? I can. Right, there's a shard down here. While I wanted to go this way. There's another shard there as well, actually. Let's continue. What's he doing? Oh, he's going to sleep. That guard's going to sleep.
Is that why the Major is here as well? He doesn't often come into the field. This must be important. Get him!
The bird alerted him, and then we got killed. I forgot I didn't even see the bird there, to be fair. We've heard that the Russian Revolution was far worse than the French Revolution. I'm not sure how true that is. I don't know, to be fair. We don't in English schools we don't learn much about Russia as a whole. I would say it's not something we learn much about. Right, let's be a bit more quiet this time. I definitely made mistakes there. I don't need to whistle though. We will take him out. We'll pickpocket first, and then take him out. So there's several different ways to go here. So obviously there's a shard further on there. Whether we can get to it or not, I don't know. We've also got a way to go up here and through. So we've got several different ways we can have a look at. We can go this way as well. Which again gives us another option. I'm just hoping we can get down for that shard. And this isn't a mistake. That bird's the issue there. Although, hang on, saying that, let's go in here. We can head across. So the shard that we haven't got yet, I wonder if it's across here. Rather than where we just were. I think it is, to be fair. Right, we need to... So there's nothing here to pick up. It's just a different way of going, I think. Right, definitely no shard that I can see. Yeah, I can't see a shard. And we are past it. So that tells me there's a shard back over the where we just came from. This does get us past a few guards. I can see the shard. It's in there. How am I getting in there? Just make out the shimmering.
Not much happening at the moment.
I think you might be right.
Good. A few moments of calm is just what I need right now. Give me time to think.
Right, shard obtained.
Something bothering you?
And we're good. We would never want Serbia to win over us because they attack first. I don't hate them at all.
Something important.
Peace in my state be my state, not big Serbia. Yeah, there's a lot going on out there, isn't there? I don't think us English know enough about what's going on over there, to be fair. Okay, we're heading up.
No direct line. Perhaps I could bounce my chakram off the walls.
Right, we need to find out what the chakram is, because obviously we've not used this yet. We can bounce it off the walls. Ah! I'm interested to see how this works. That's quite cool. We finish with a nice, there's nothing, no, nice leap of faith. Yeah, it's the first time I've used that as a weapon or as anything, to be fair. Why do you want someone of all your state piece better? I think, I suppose it depends how the piece is obtained though, doesn't it? They're investigating because I've just moved that down. I had a feeling he was coming here. Just when he went inside the doorway, I just had a feeling he was going to come down here. I was going for a slide attack and he moved. Do I actually need to do anything here? Yeah, there's something up there we've got to go and grab.
Who's assassin?
Oh, I couldn't block it. That was just didn't go well at all, did it there? You guys are black, white, intelligent. Right, I know exactly what we've got to do. I know exactly what I did wrong as well. Let's try this again. Hate all his future benefits. I am listening to the conversation.
Identify yourself. Assassin! Here!
Okay, we got seen this time. Oh. Okay. There's an extra guard that time as well, which didn't help. It benefits us far more in east and west. Okay, let's see if we can do this time without dying, shall we? This guy's going to come out the door. I'm guessing he's going to go...
Assassin!
I went to attack, but he didn't do it. It's going wrong. So badly wrong. I thought I had a perfect place for an assassination, but I didn't press triangle instead of square, I think, was the issue there. Indian being independent is good, I'm not going to lie. There are a lot of dumb people. But they currently don't see benefits from this decreasing. At least they're trying to do what they can. That's the main thing, isn't it? Good evening, Icon. How are you? Okay, we are running out of time for time. We've got about 10 more minutes, but we may have to overrun if we don't finish this mission first. See how this goes. Right, this guy is going to come out of here. Which is fine. We need to assassinate him this time. And that's him down. I'm good, thank you. Now, obviously this guy's going to know we're here. He knows something's not quite right. Oh, I missed it. I know what I was trying to grab onto the edge to assassinate him rather than him see us start shooting us, but that didn't quite work, though I wanted it to there. I could whistle to draw his attention, to be fair, as well. That's something I didn't think about. Right, ledge assassination. Right, we know from China, not to run through the bells. That will bring people out looking for us. Okay, what do we got? Okay. So, there wasn't something to do here, it was just get to this point by the looks of things. It's a nice eagle sink. As I say, we need to finish the mission before we finish tonight, so I'm going to have to not be probably as slow. I mean, okay, it's how every convo starts. Some prefer to be a slave. Modern day rules to eliminate that. So if you think about it, British ruled us would have more as friendly relations. So you see it as a good thing then, Cass? Okay. Shards here. Still missing 2 guards as well that we haven't managed to take documents from. There's nothing that way. I'm assuming we're going to see the other 2 guards at some point. On the walls we go. I think with some of this, I'm being very cautious, and I think that's getting us in a bit of trouble sometimes. We need to be less cautious, a bit quicker maybe. I think we'd benefit from that. There's something else to do here, according to the map. There we go.
I'm too late. The Templars are here first. I will need to take them out in order to reach our mead.
Yeah, awkward silence. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I'd like to say, I'd like to say hello to everyone and, ask how they are. But yeah, I do know what you mean. It's kind of how every conversation starts for us Brits, isn't it? He does leave that awkward bit afterwards. Right, so we've got to take down every guard.
Who's there?
That's not what to do.
Over there!
Trying to go in the window, and it says drop straight down. So we're going to take out all the guards to the hideout before we try and get anywhere else, because we need to make sure it's safe for Hamid. We would have more connections than what comes up. I feel bad for your ancestors who were killed by the British, but I'm talking about modern day. With VIP status worldwide. I basically think they run the planet. If it's still all over, she had more in the UK. And more help. I don't think I know many people that would say they would like the British to be back again, to be fair. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do.
Assassin! Over here!
He's going to be coming out of the doorway, isn't he?
Help!
Stay there. Can I assassinate? No, because he's searching for me. I don't think I can assassinate. We're going to lose points on this, but we're okay. Not the end of the world to lose a few points. Thinking. Obviously, I need to take him out. Okay, the green guy, I need to move him if I can. The guy behind him was looking around as well. It's going to be a pain to try and get him dealt with.
You, over there!
I didn't really go to plan. I thought he'd look away or walk away, and he didn't. He just stayed there. America would become irrelevant. VIP status. British to be back again is too late. So I know what I did wrong, but yeah, this is going to be tricky. There's a guy there, obviously, that I kind of need to deal with. Although he doesn't move, so if he doesn't move, that's not as bad, I suppose. I'm too high to assassinate, I think, there. But I'm out of view. I'm not sure if he's going to come back. Oh, okay. So that's what happened last time. This guy here was actually woken up. So we can actually get round to where that guy is there. He was underneath the crate. He was asleep last time. Right, we're fine there. Don't know if I can bounce this off. Because obviously we need to cut the rope. We can't do it from here. What I'm thinking is, surely we can just... Kill him that way. Okay, 2 guards here to think about. The one who's walking now, I'm just waiting for him to turn around again. Okay, he's going to see the body. It's my fault. I should have got rid of the body. Yeah.
This way! There!
Okay, this guy's going to defend. There we go. Let's slow and methodical there, but we did it. That's the main thing.
Maybe it's just the heat. He doesn't deal with it very well. How long have you served?
A few years.
When we're taking out every guard here, that's the aim, is every guard needs to be dealt with.
Nothing fancy. And I've had enough excitement by then.
So I'm trying to keep an eye on chat as well.
Putting my feet up.
Help! There! This way! Help! Over here!
They've all seen me. Yeah, they all saw me. I was a bit slow to react as I was trying to read chat at the same time. Who do you mean, Icon? Who's going away nice? Sledge was born 97, 2 years after the war. Yeah, the war was, from what I know, the war wasn't a very good time in India, was it? And that's an understatement of the century, probably.
Help!
How did one hit with the butt of the rifle was enough there? If you ever come to India and someone says go right or go Ray, they're probably talking about you. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, Dan. I just thought that was Cass saying about it there.
Gives me time to think.
About what? Something bothering you?
Okay, we need to kill everyone here.
No, it just seems like there's something important going on. And the last thing we need is something to come up.
The other guy is looking up.
Something important? Like what?
Haven't you been paying attention to the orders we've been getting down from the Major?
What's that?
No one must enter here.
There!
Do not let anyone touch him.
Trying to take him out discreetly there, but...
So something must be happening.
Oh, these things must be game. Oh, War with sorry, you're with Serbia. Yeah, I was getting confused with different people talking about different things. Sorry, Dan, it's my fault. We are currently now overrunning, but I want to finish this mission before we finish for today.
Good. A few moments of calm is just what I need right now. Gives me time to think.
About what? Something bothering you?
No. It just seems like there's something important going on. And the last
Over
thing
there!
we need is something to come along and derail it.
Over here!
Okay. We'll kill all 6 enemies. And obviously they know where we are now. Not that I'm massively worried about that.
We are watching for you!
What do you think the assassin wants?
I need to take this guy out first, I think,
All
or
I
anything
know
else.
is until he's dead, things will be a bit tense.
Come here, stop walking. Right, one down.
How did he manage to disappear like that? One moment he... Who's there?
Get him!
Didn't dodge the shot like I wanted to, really, there. Oh, we've got these things. One butt of the rifle is enough to get it done after being shot. But it's a lot of damage, but if they were still in 22,000 times, we would both be in a better position. That's Jeremy Kyle. The Indian accent is basically a very horribly chopped up British accent. That's interesting. This mission is not going to plan. That's the downside at this point.
Trouble so I can get a few more in before retirement.
Got plans, have we?
My thinking is I'm going to try and take this guy out
I've had enough excitement
discreetly.
Assassin!
There we go.
This way!
Right, I know the ones below us are going to be looking for us, but fine. They'll calm down in a second once that timer runs out. We've got 3 to deal with here, as quietly as we can.
You better run!
So obviously I want to take out this guy down here. These two are going to chat to each other. So this guy's going to turn. He's down. The thinking is what we need to do with these is, I think we need to probably whistle and then assassinate the other.
Waiting around. I'd rather be out there looking for him.
I think.
Be my guest. I'd rather stay here.
So a noise dart, maybe then.
Well, I'm not going on my own. That's just asking for trouble. What was that?
I didn't assassinate. That's 5 down. There's another guard coming out now. Okay. I don't know why I didn't give the slide assassination to work, but we missed it there. But we finally managed to clear them though. Taking a bit of a while, but we've done it. These self-wins are just being honest. That grenade would not fall apart. Every state has its problems. Yeah, I think, yeah, every place has its problems, doesn't it? That's the thing. Look at us, Scotland's trying to leave Britain. So there's always problems everywhere. The accent isn't appropriate. Okay, there's something to pick up down here.
Where did they
take you? Yeah, nowhere near a decent score there. I'm pretty sure I've missed a document from the Templar as well. One of these guys, I think it's one of the ones down here, we need to loot because one of them has a document we need. Always bombs. Could be this guy. I assassinated, didn't I? So I get the automatic. It might be on the floor. Looking at that, I just literally remembered as we was about to move on. I just then thought, oh, hang on. Someone's got something we need. That's what we wanted. Document says 2 of 3. There's a shard here as well. Like I say, we are overrunning now. I can't leave the level part done. Can anyone ask this to stop for us? The change in history is creating a paradox for poor Cat. But there could be a multiverse, though. You don't know. It could be a multiverse. So it wouldn't matter, would it? If that was the case. Okay. So below us there is a chest I would like to grab if we can. Why does that feel like a really bad thing to try and do?
Put up a good fight.
I want to drop down, but I don't think he's going to grab the building. Okay, there is also a drop down point here. Actually, we might be able to do it this way. So I was panicking that we're not going to be able to do it, but I think we can. We go through this window here. Into the building, and then chest just here.
Got it.
With another scroll. Ah! Didn't know this was here. So the Shack Ram. Which will give you tips, but I don't know crits on this outcome. I'm enjoying it, to be fair. I do like the style. The Shack Ram, we've used it twice now. Didn't quite know what it was. So it's a throwing weapon from India. It's circular. with a sharpened outer edge, and its size can range from approximately 4 to 12 inches in diameter. Primarily a throwing weapon, it can also be used in hand-to-hand combat. Traditionally made out of steel or brass, they were sometimes ornately engraved or inlaid with brass, silver, or gold. Punjabi guards should have been drunk for historical accuracy. That's quite cool. Scroll number 4. In 1839, Hamid was hinted about the existence of a document regarding first civilization artifacts and information, hidden somewhere in an old ruined citadel, supposedly inherited from the conquest of Alexander the Great. The ruin led to an underground area way too dangerous to be explored, but Hamid thought Abbas might be able to get in there. He opened the secrets owned by the Order to his trainee and wasn't surprised that Abbas was willing to explore the unknown in order to unravel such treasures from the past. It's always nice reading the scrolls because they're just information they give. Right. So we're not going back up that way. There we go. I don't know how much of the level we've actually got left, to be fair. I thought we'd be nearly done by now.
If I follow Hamid's blood trail, it should lead me straight to him.
Okay, we're not quite done. Actually, fake. It's actually a mythical weapon that gods use. It's only in mythology. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Did not know that. Okay, we haven't got too much more to do by the looks of it. As I say, we are overrunning now, so I'll just be very wary of time. How the hell am I getting past these guys? We can use a smoke bomb.
How long have you served?
A few years. Hoping to stay out of trouble so I can get a few more in before retirement.
Smoke bomb allows us to run past, I think. That works really well. I'll take that. Okay, what do we got? There is a shard above us.
Where did they go?
Yeah, that works really well, that smoke bomb. Better than I expected it to.
Jaipur was a lot easier work than this place. It was too hot for anyone to cause too much trouble.
Normal stream, morning and night, so I think there's 2 weeks until I can do a week of mornings. Because my little boy's home with me next week because of school holidays. And then the following week my other half's off. So there might be some morning streams when my other half's off, because if they go out for the day and I can't go because it's too far to travel. So there may be them, but I won't know until I do the schedule for that week. So next week, evening streams only. The following week, we'll hopefully get a morning or two in. But so it's about 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks for morning streams for a full week. And then there'll be another couple of weeks and then back to normal again. I know it's annoying, it's summer holidays, that's the problem. Okay. I obviously need to get past these, don't I?
What was that?
I either got to move.
You get him! This way!
He's too close to the elephant, so I couldn't actually do anything. I needed to move away from the elephant so I can actually take him out.
You'd better run!
Right, he's moved away now.
Ah!
I didn't know we could actually climb up the elephants. Did not know we could do that. That's the symbol on the wall. Always nice to see. Okay. So, out the window, round. Yeah, now I know we can climb up the elephants. That does make a bit of a difference. Nice one wandering off. I'm not really worried about it. We're going to lose a bit of score because of getting caught and things there, because that's in bronze. There we go.
The blood trail leads down here. time to take a shortcut.
Okay, we're going to shortcut through. Oh wow, he's not stopping. This may not me even doing it either. He's doing it himself. At this point, Hindi is the main language in India, but India has several variations of Hindi. Hopefully, we haven't missed the other guard. To be fair, no. So it's that guy there we've got to kill.
Ah, sounds great.
To get. Oh, actually, I can sneak it. Thinking about it.
Battle.
Fair amount.
He's got a document we need. That's that done.
All there was for a time.
Our Baz's memories. On my hunt for Hamid, I retrieved information regarding the Templars' movements. They had been interested in Hamid for some time and knew he had the Koh-i-Noor. If they hurt him, I will make them pay. We've chatted with. Elephants are seen as lords in India and are given weekly spa massage and baths by humans. It'd be cool to see what he thinks of game. I think you can remove. Oh yeah, to be fair, I don't play. Yeah, I've never played Assassin's Creed round him. We've played obviously stuff together, and as you say, you can turn blood off. To be fair, it's more I don't want him, you know, thinking I'm just ignoring him. That's more my thinking, I think, more than anything else. To be fair, he probably would just sit there quietly and do his own thing while I stream, but yeah, it's just that not ignoring him kind of thing. Scroll number 5. The young assassin undertook the task, successfully reached a hidden room in which he found a sword and map showing cryptic writings and representation of the famous Koh-i-Noor, the biggest diamond known to man, currently in the possession of Ranjit Singh himself, the Maharaja of the Sikh Empire. Hamid understood why Templars seemed to crowd the palace of Amritsar, deeply infiltrated amongst the East India Company. The Templars may already know the Koh-i-Noor's powers. It's probably a piece of Eden. Templars wanted it as they wanted the whole of India. I'm trying not to rush, but knowing that I'm overrunning by quite a bit now. We're going to get this finished before we continue on. Before we finish for the night. So this looks like... hang on, before we do that. I think... we'll do this first. Do I need to do that first? Yes. No. Okay, so I need to be quicker than here. I think I know where I went wrong actually. Go to that one. Maybe not. I thought I knew where I'd gone wrong, but maybe not. Yeah, I was too slow, so I kind of know what we need to do. Nowhere near high enough there. Let's try this again. Oh, that's a Muslim name. Is it? I don't actually know what names are traditionally Muslim and which aren't, to be fair. Come on. Round, round, round before they start moving again. And we're up. And we're done. Okay. They're not quite done. There is still something else to do here. Okay, so I need to move this. No, that didn't work. Oh, I know what I need to do. Okay. That's what we need to do.
Got it.
I thought I needed to cut it, but we didn't. So now we need to head up, I believe. Yeah. Is that not where we're going? There we go. Slide across. We're nearly done this level, I think.
Help! This way!
I didn't quite get a plan,
Over
did it?
here!
Okay, interesting.
We are watching for you! Who's there? Over there!
Okay, we should be able to do this now about him bothering us. Or either of them two, to be fair. I think I don't know how long this stays for. So we've got to be quick to get up here, jump across, to jump across again. Nowhere near quick enough. Okay, we'll be quicker. I will catch him in chat in a second. Don't go down the air. Hang on, what am I doing? Can we not? No, I thought we could try using... I won't have the time now to do it. Our thing to go onto the bottom of it, like we can the red things, but we can't. No. Okay. There is a decent amount of time, you've just got to be quick. Right, let's get to it. Stand on the top of it, run. Stand on top of... Yeah, he wouldn't do what I wanted him to do there. I think standing on top might be a bad decision, actually. I think we need to go around the sides. So close to the end of the level as well. All we need to do is get past this, and I think we're just about there. There we go. There's a guy there. We actually don't need to do that. Do we? I don't think there's anything else to collect there. I don't know why we need to head that way. Oh.
He'll know the whereabouts of Amid.
Okay.
I'll need to remain unseen.
I reckon the other guy...
These officers are often cowards who will flee at the first sign of danger.
Is the other guy the last one we needed to get something from, maybe? It does sound like we're right at the end of this level, though. We need to get to the officer. So the East India Company Sergeant is a new weapon, a new enemy type. He moves up the front line, may block and then counter standard attacks. Can fire his revolver multiple times a single attack. Revenge attack. A competent swordsman will sometimes frontally block and counter. About 100 of you, this was going to call Colin a piece of Eden. Oh yeah. No, he's not interested in streaming. He enjoys the record we do at Dirt. But yeah, he's not interested in streaming. Oh yeah, no, I know it's real. I've heard about it before, Cat. People are still okay, the British are getting it back. Kind of disappointed with their leader though, since he's good friends with Queen Elizabeth. I think it's... I suppose if they make them give it back in a way, you're then forcing their hand, which looks bad. Yeah, it kind of looks bad, does it not?
Help!
Oh, we got desynchronized the minute we're seen. Okay, wasn't aware of that. So we've got to rethink our plan of attack here. The second level is definitely a lot harder than the first level. Okay, we need to capture the Templar agent before he reaches the door. But we cannot be seen. That's the thing. Cannot be seen. Oh, officer escaped. Wow, you do not have much time to get him, do you? I think it's going to smoke bomb and a quick run. Seems to be our only small time frame window. That's got to be very, very quick. Right, smoke bomb. I'm throwing the smoke bomb and then running. Hopefully that's enough. No messing around. Because that is very quick. How did he already escape? Oh wow, okay. This is interesting. He escaped. So if the minute I first smoke bomb, he has escaped. So he got there before I even threw the smoke bomb, according to that. I have got another way of going, actually. So I didn't spot until just now. Yeah, I didn't spot this till literally just now.
Identify over there!
Alright, we were desync. I didn't even spot the guy looking at me there. This is a tough ending for the level, to be fair. Smoke bomb doesn't work. How's that going away, getting better? Please, I'm going to turn that sound to 100 on my last device and wake them up so they can't sleep. Okay, we did get seen. I've got to be aware of that guy that's there. Turn around. Go. Up. How? Oh, I should have assassinated. I went for slide assassination. I should have just gone for normal. Would have been done. Your guitar revenge is sweet. That is the way to get revenge on someone. I'll give you that. The only problem with this, if you got to finish the level for it to save. And yeah, we've overrun what 25 minutes so far. Mainly because this level's been horrendous. Or I've been horrendous with this level. You know, one of the two. Right, do a proper assassination this time rather than try and do a slide one and being clever about it. Up we go. Oh no, that's seen again. So we've got to go down before that instead of jumping down. It's knowing exactly what I'm doing wrong, but just can't manage to get it done. Tomorrow you're going to bar avenging all your ancestors without drinking them. Oh, okay. Welcome back, Good King. We're currently overrunning by 25 minutes because we're still on the second level. Right, we need to get up assassination, come down, and then go along that middle bit, I think. Right, let's go. This way. That guy gets to where we need to get to. I want to be annoyed. Yourself. Have we actually been seen already?
Help!
Wow. Here! Okay. This is tricky. Had to wait you play more Final Fantasy. Yeah, I'm going to have a look at some of them on shortly. Don't get much free time to actually just play something, that's the thing. Right, this is not going to plan. We get desynchronized as soon as we get seen. We're trying to capture the agent before he leaves to a doorway. We can use non-lethal takedown because we're in the palace and these are the palace guards. We're not allowed to hurt them. Well, some of these are the British training companies, to be fair. So yeah, you're not allowed to kill everyone. So we get seen, that's desynchronized immediately, which is why this is taking a while.
Who's there?
I wasn't here, you didn't see me, go away. If he gets to that door now, we're going to try to be as quick as we possibly can. Didn't get there in time. We're too slow. How bad is that? Drink beer for me or rum. Love to see you play Stanley Power, but it's a for me. Oh really? Let's have a look. Okay. Where were we slow? That's the question. We weren't that far behind him, but far enough that we didn't complete it. There's no point going up there because you'll get seen and attacked. This guy, we do need to be careful where he's looking. I can't get there while he's looking. So that's that bit. Next bit. This is all got to do it this way. I don't think there's a quicker way. I know I threw the body down. That wasn't intentional. He's down. Run. Door. Got him. Oh no! I killed him. I got to the officer, but I didn't hold down square, so we actually killed him rather than a non-lethal takedown. I've never heard of it, to be fair, either, Stanley Powell. Good evening, Luna. How are you? We are currently overrunning by half an hour because we're trying to finish the level, which I would have just finished if I hadn't killed the guy. I can't believe we were that close to doing it and I messed up because I didn't hold square. I killed him instead. Right, don't look this way. Come on. I wouldn't say either before this point we're being particularly slow, but...
Here.
Aha! Why did it not assassinate? Right, come on. Gotta get it done. So it has human several endings, but there's no action. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So we went to assassinate, instead of assassinating it, went for a sword swipe, if you call it that. Okay. This bit we know exactly what we've got to do, but it's the timing of it. I think India's is starting to feel a bit harder than China. Been seen. No, I've got away with it. How I got away with that, I don't know, but we did. I need to kill this guy because he's going to spot us trying to lockpick the door there. Okay, done. Gotta be quick. Right, non-lethal takedown. I think I've done it. I think we have actually done the end of the level.
Me and you need to have a little talk.
I think we've done it. Let's listen to the story and see.
I don't know what you're talking about!
I followed my friend's blood trail out here.
I'm sorry for your friend, but I don't remember him. A lot of people have passed through here today.
You better remember him, quickly. The rope you're tied to is old and frayed. I don't know how long it'll hold.
Wait! I remember him!
Go on.
He was here. They took him to the main Templar building at the edge of town. It's a fortress. You'll never get in, but I can help you. Pull me up. I'll take you to your friend.
It was never pulling him up.
Alone.
Wait! You said you'd pull me up! You can't leave me here!
Non-Indian accents, I know. Well, we did it. It's taken a bit of time, that level. It was actually going to tell us how long it took us, to be fair. So, it took us 27 minutes for that level. It felt longer. We got 2,075 points out of 4,120. So we gained a crouch sprint, but we haven't got the chakram ammo increase. We got a couple of bronzes there in the assassination style area, so that's obviously an issue. And something to work on. We got all the collectibles though. That's always a bonus. Felt like it was longer than that. Who's the third? You and Musketeer and Chain. I'm Porthos. Right. As I say, we've extended the stream by half an hour just to finish that mission. We now got a crouch sprint. And when in an assassination position, near guards were standing or walking next to each other, tap square assassinate both of them at the same time. So we now got double assassinations, multi-kills, as it is calling it, which we didn't have in China. So there's definitely some new elements to India. As I say, that is it for this evening. What challenge rooms has got a challenge now. So at some point we have to have a look at challenge rooms as well for India. We didn't have them in China, to be fair. But if you missed it, China is finished. Decent into the story. And we need to have a look about Platinum. Once we've done all three, decide is it something we want to do or not, depending on time. You should rise through the ranks. You want more gameplay? Yeah, I'm sorry, Goki. As I say, the evening streams for me, it's now midnight. My tablets, you may have noticed the talking. I know how it sounds to me. It probably might not come across to you guys, but I know my tablets have all kicked in. So they kicked in about 20 minutes ago. So yeah, unfortunately, I am going to have to finish. This is why the evening stream's only 2 hours, to be fair. I couldn't leave a mission half done, though. We had to stop and do it properly. Your Pothos, I forgot I was a funny one. Yeah, I miss. But yes, that is it for this evening, I'm afraid. We are back tomorrow evening for the subscriber special, Detroit Become Human, where you guys are in control and you decide what happens. That is tomorrow evening with a 9:30 GMT start time for 2 hours. Or if anything like this one, may have to extend if we haven't finished the mission we're on currently. But that is the plan for this tomorrow evening. Sunday afternoon, 1 PM GMT. I know that's different. I say GMT because it's an easy one to look up to see where your time zone is compared to that. But that's a scheduled video for next week. It's going to be all evening streams, plus daily content, and plus Stray in the mornings as well. But yeah, only evening live streams next week, so I've got to work out a decent schedule. Yeah, stream tonight. It's good. It's 5 past midnight for me, so there'll be a stream for this evening for me. But it depends what time you're on, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's 9:30 GMT on Saturday. But I know because time zones, it makes it weird, doesn't it? That's the thing. But yeah, Detroit Become Human will be on. So that's the plan. Ghost of Tsushima is currently the winning game. Yes, I'll put another poll on the stream tomorrow evening as well, so you guys have votes on that. And anyone that joins us, and I'll make a note of that and add that. But Ghost of Tsushima is winning, but quite a way at this point. But yeah, so that is it. If you're not able to catch us tomorrow for Detroit Become Human, have a good weekend. If you are, hopefully we'll see you there, or the Three Stooges. You'll see us tonight. Thank you, Goki. So, as always, thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. You guys have been incredible, as always. As I say, if you can't make tomorrow evening, or this evening for me now, have a good weekend, and hopefully we'll see some of you over the course of next week. Thank you all very much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you are. We'll see you soon. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye, everyone.